The Savages Bride. The midday sun beat mercilessly upon Fort Kavanaugh, a lonely outpost crouched at the jagged edge of Apache territory. It shimmered above the dust-packed courtyard, turning the world into a wavering mirage. Soldiers stood listless under the shade of warped timbers, while traders leaned against wagons, chewing tobacco and watching the spectacle unfold with idle curiosity. Lady Eleanor Whitford stood in the center of that courtyard, her head bowed beneath the weight of shame and heat alike. Sweat dampened her once elegant traveling dress, streaking the pale silk with dark, uneven patches. Her corset dug cruelly into her ribs, her feet ached from the long journey. She fought the tears burning at the corners of her eyes. She would not give her father the satisfaction of seeing her cry. "This is your punishment," Lord Reginald Whitford declared coldly, his voice carrying across the assembled witnesses. The silver of his hair gleamed like a polished blade under the punishing light. His gloved hands rested with ceremonial finality atop the pommel of his riding crop. "Your gluttony," he continued, "and your disobedience have humiliated our family for the last time." A murmur swept through the onlookers. Even in a place accustomed to cruelty, the scene felt more execution than reprimand. At 24, Eleanor had failed to secure a husband, despite her father's relentless campaigns across drawing rooms and parlors. Her Cisse, curvaceous and soft in a world that prized delicate restraint, had been a constant source of his disgust. To him, her body was not a thing of beauty but of shame, a living emblem of her late mother's weak bloodline, as he often hissed in private. Lord Whitford turned, addressing the tall figure who stood beside him, a man of striking stillness, skin bronzed by sun and wind, dressed in buckskin and beads rather than wool and lace. Chief Caden of the Apache watched without comment, his dark eyes unreadable. "As agreed," Lord Whitford said, "I offer my daughter as compensation for the boundary dispute. She will serve your people in whatever manner you see fit." Eleanor's head snapped up, horror freezing her breath. "Father, please. Silence." His word was a lash. "You have squandered every opportunity to prove your worth. Now you will learn the consequences of failure." The Apache warrior regarded her as though measuring something beyond flesh and form, something Lord Whitford had never thought to search for. Cayetan neither smiled nor sneered. He simply inclined his head, accepting what had been offered without visible satisfaction. "She is yours now," Lord Whitford said, already turning away, mounting his horse without a backward glance. "Do with her what you will." Eleanor watched him ride off through the swirling dust, her entire world collapsing like a rotted beam under weight. Alone. Exiled. Delivered to a stranger her father called savage. Cayetan approached. Eleanor flinched.